people of Switzerland are quite happy with their snow and the Alps, but that's not all they've got to smile about. Delve into the charm of Switzerland and its unique ideas. See what commands attention in a beautiful winterland. Let's head to Switzerland now. The Alps occupy more than half of the country. But when we think of the Swiss, we also think of yodeling. Exciting yodeling on the streets. These crafts attract attention on the street. They look pretty familiar and are made with cans. The Swiss are very good with their hands. If you want to see just how good they are, there's a specific place where you should visit. What is everyone looking at? They can't seem to get their eyes off of it. They are watches. If you think all watches are the same, pay attention. There are special watches, fancy pieces with jewels, and even watches that are more than 100 years old. Switzerland has long been famous for gold craftsmanship. The watch industry developed in the 18th century, and it is now responsible for 60% of the global watch production. They are so proud of their craftsmanship that precise work is still all done by hand. There is something else that is special here.
It gives you an idea how our life is going away. And the music box says to you, stop it now. It's me talking to you. I'm playing now.
An orgel is a music box, but this orgel is different. By changing the bars, which are engraved with different music, you can enjoy a variety of tunes. Just listen to that.
I bought it at the time when I was 64.
What are orgels doing in a watch museum? Well, they originated from a clock tower in the 13th century. That's where A. Favre got the idea for them. Orgel making is a main industry in Switzerland, along with that of watches. Now, they're not just boxes. You can even see Mozart playing the piano. And that's not all. These beautiful birds are orgels too. If those are too big, how about this little bird? Are you an orgel too? This one doesn't just play music, it makes soap bubbles too. What a talented bear! There's a lot to see in Switzerland. Samnoan is a city of snow by the border. It offers a special sight. A street band fills the air with music. They are playing on the street to take part in an important village event. The event is held in December and is known as the Santa Contest. The participants seem too young to be Santas, and the atmosphere is too wild for them to be participating in such an event. Is it really a Santa Contest?
Wir spielen mit, Spaß zu haben. Es spielt keine Rolle, gewinnen, verlieren. Spiel ist Spiel. Das ist toll, dass wir mitspielen. Samnoan ist toll.
Actually, it's a crazy Santa contest. The search is on for a fun Santa. Before the sun sets, they get together and show off their talents. They sing carols. These young Santa wannabes croon pretty well. Everyone is happy.
Put my long day to bed. I'm gonna get on my knees and pray to the Lord to give me just one more day. Oh Lord, hear my plea.
The contest hasn't even begun, but the atmosphere has become livelier. The contest is already in its 5th year. It begins, and the participants start to enter. They are from 10 European countries, including Germany, France, the Netherlands, and Italy. They enter holding their flag as if they were in the Olympics. The first participants are from Germany. Behind them, the Swiss enter. 100 people are participating today. They yell as if they're being intensively trained.
Korea! It's okay! Woo!
Ich hoffe den ersten.
Den ersten?
Ich hoffe. Wir geben alles.
Okay.
Ja.
Champion of football.
Where the Alps are starting.
Go for medal!
Yeah, go for medal! Go for Korea!
Everyone is confident about winning as the contest begins. The participants cheer and they are ready. Let the contest begin.
Es war sehr schön, weil es passt genau in den Anfang hinein für die Saisoneröffnung. Und die Sammelklassen sind sehr willkommen bei uns. Das hat uns sehr gefallen, auf jeden Fall.
The first event is a must for becoming a Santa. It's chimney climbing. Santa always comes down the chimney. You can't be a Santa unless you can climb a chimney. They have to climb a chimney that is more than 30 feet high. The first person to reach the top, ring the bell, and come down wins. But the chimney is high and slippery. The people cheer and the first event ends. People ring bells in the next event. It is a rodeo on Rudolph. Cowboys ride horses, but Santa rides Rudolph. If he's going to deliver presents all night, he has to know how to stay on a reindeer. This is much harder than a flying reindeer. The other participants didn't last 30 seconds, but the Italian participant tries to stay on. Rudolph jumps about in all directions. Even Santa would get sick. It's no easy task being Santa. Oh dear. He finally falls off, but he has still set a record. He thanks God. The children don't care if Santa's having a hard time. They are simply happy. Does this seem like a sports competition? Well, watch. An event with sexy Santas and cute elves remains. Until now, you had to have strength to win, but now it's a matter of speed and balance. It's a basic requirement for delivering presents around the world in one night. You have to be able to run with this. You carry the beverages on the balance beam and pass the finish line. The fastest team wins. This Santa can really run. His team is about to win. But he slips at the finish line and drops the tray. So the French team wins.
Ja, Rodeo-Reiten war sehr lustig. Ja, doch, Rodeo-Reiten. Oder auch die Schlittenfahrt.
What does Santa do? He brings presents and joy to everyone. He has to be able to excite people. They dance away to carols. Aren't they great Santas? This team dances to folk songs from their country. They're dancing to the singing of a cheering squad. They're even wearing sunglasses. Santa can be sexy too. This female Santa team garnered plenty of attention. Who cares if it's cold? They present a sexy dance. Aren't you showing too much? It's a little embarrassing. The next team performs. They begin calmly enough, but the Santas suddenly transform into a heavy metal group. They're each holding a guitar. All that headbanging. Talk about extreme Santas. They fall and roll about, showing the meaning of performance art. Did you practice that too? Look at the judges' expressions. We can guess the score. It's the final team. They seem to have a secret dance ready and begin quietly. What will they do? They open up their gowns. It's a frying pan show. The people nearly keel over laughing, but their serious performance continues. This brilliant idea led them to a victory. Switzerland is full of things to see. The Swiss continue to create a new culture through individuality. The beautiful country of snow is endlessly charming. Colorful tropical birds. They fly about freely, but now they are here. Birds who have come to land. Meet tropical birds that live with people. People live amid nature in Cambodia. It takes 7 hours to reach Siem Reap from the capital Phnom Penh. It is a tourist city located at the entrance to Angkor Wat, one of the 7 mysteries of the world. The huge pelicans here are as famous as the city's floating homes. Every home raises pelicans. Pelicans are wild birds that catch fish with their huge beaks, but here they live with people.
Chưa na cái tha cái đôi tha vi cho một phong chẳng tới cái crop cái bao á cái crop cái bao lơ cái ba gì ấy rồi môi cái tu chia lá tu kêu nuôi chanh á anh nấp sát nhau mà trong gì mà lấy.
Most of the pelicans were caught by the people.
Nhom tay sát sát.
10-year-old Xieng has 3 years of experience hunting pelicans. He's only 10 years old, but he's familiar with hunting. First, he finds a target and then slowly approaches. This is today's target. What is it doing? It doesn't seem to know that a hunter is near. There is tension in the air. The young hunter attacks, but the pelican is faster. It gets away. The poor hunter. He's smiling, but he's embarrassed. He gets on the boat again. The pelican didn't get far. It's still here. You're going to get caught. Indeed, Xieng jumps in the water again. He traps the pelican and then struggles with it. He does his best to make up for his mistake. He finally catches the pelican. If you twist the neck, the pelican will be unable to fly. Hunting is over. Xieng boldly heads to the boat. Unlike other pelicans, Cambodian pelicans can't fly very well. That's why they get caught easily. Xieng does not even envy a general. He has caught dozens of pelicans. This pelican will also grow up at his home with the other pelicans. The first thing he does is cut off the pelican's wings so it can't fly away. There are about 10 pelicans at Xieng's house. The ones caught in the wild are kept in cages, and the ones born at home are raised outside. The pelican's food is fresh fish. It is also Xiang's job to catch fish. While Xiang is feeding them, a pelican tries to fly away. They are pretty domestic, but you have to keep an eye on them. Siem Reap has long been famous as a pelican habitat. But there is another reason they are raised. For the poor, pelicans are a means of livelihood. They can eat the pelicans or make money selling them. These children live on boats. Even a snake can become a pet. It's not just snakes. Slow turtles become pets too. This 2-year-old monkey is part of the family. With the village having become more famous now, more and more people come to see the pelicans. The family spends some leisure time with the pelicans. These birds are a part of their lives. The people of Siem Reap gain a lot from pelicans and rely on them. As if they were harvesting grains, they raise the pelicans and gain energy. They will continue to live like this. Fiji is a beautiful island in the Pacific. This is Nadi on Viti-Levu, the largest island. There are tropical birds here. Deep in the forest, there's a man-made birdhouse. There are a variety of houses in the trees. Who made all these birdhouses? Roberti made the birdhouses. Right now, he's getting an iguana.
In the wild, only found in Fiji, one small island. So we're having a breeding program of these iguanas.
This is a zoo. I have never heard of a zoo in the jungle. Shall we look around? The first animal is a cute parrot.
Hello, baby.
The parrot has a special talent.
Hurro. Hurro, baby. Happen. Good boy, baby.
It repeats what Roberti says. How smart! It has another talent. Oh, it's hanging upside down. It runs right side up again. It's a circus. There are more surprises. This yellow one can climb the cage sideways. Isn't it neat? Roberti found the birds nearby. He fed them and trained each of them to do different things. And of course, a parrot should be able to talk. Listen to this one.
Yummy, yummy. Yummy, yummy.
This bird on one foot commands our attention. Is it hurt? You can't see one of its legs. When we approach, it shows the other leg. this bird's talent is hiding its own leg. What a strange talent. After seeing the birds, it's time to go home. This is how Roberti spends a day. Roberti's house is in the jungle. He has a wife and daughter. His 16-year-old daughter, Dina, also likes birds. Not many people come to their zoo, and most of the animals are not tied up. They move about freely. The red parrot is becoming familiar with this. Like father, like daughter, Dina loves birds. The parrot goes from Dina to mommy and then to daddy. Everyone's busy. Animals are your best friends in the jungle. The mother feeds the parrot with her mouth. That's not all. Even the parrot wets her pants. The family just laughs. It's time to listen to music. The family and animals listen to music together and sing along. The parrot isn't just a bird, it's part of the family. They enjoy their time together. This family shows how people can get along with nature. The parrot's song fills the jungle. From serving as a means of livelihood to becoming friends. Tropical birds have come to land. Through them, we have new stories to tell. Is Finland famous only for xylitol? Au contraire, there are things much stickier than xylitol gum everywhere. 2 clocks in one spot? It's an exotic place that extends beyond time and space. Indulge in a mysterious experience in Neverland. Tornio is a small village in Finland facing Sweden across the Gulf of Bothnia. It is a picturesque morning in Tornio. The children race off to school on their bikes. They even say hello to a foreigner.
Hi.
It is an elementary school with a clock tower. The classroom is quiet. It doesn't appear to be any different from other schools. After an hour of class, the teacher opens up the wall. Is it different without a wall? Tell us.
Finnish, they have it there. And when they want to have a lesson in Swedish, they have it there. And now, at the moment, they have changed the teachers. So the Swedish teacher is teaching Swedish for the Finnish people.
Students from 2 countries are studying with a wall between them. Being on the border, the village people share the same space with their neighbors. The children have different nationalities, but they learn about each other and live in harmony. But they have rules. They are in the same place, but Sweden goes by Swedish time and Finland goes by Finnish time. There is an hour difference in the same place. After foreign language class, the classrooms are divided again. The school hours are also different. The Finnish students go to school and get dismissed an hour earlier. The Swedish students go home at 1, but the Finnish students are still in class. Even Alice in Wonderland would think it's strange, but it's a warm place. The children have a country, but there are no borders.
I go in the Swedish. Why? I live in Sweden, so I go in the Sweden class.
The pictures they draw show the flags and clocks of both countries. Countries and time differences aren't a problem when you're friends.
Many friends in Finnish class and in Swedish class.
The children have different nationalities and languages, but they are not restricted by them. They might be different in nationality, but they are one at heart. By being together, they forget about biases and differences. This was possible due to the efforts of grown-ups who also live without borders. A golf course downtown. Two countries also coexist here. It began as a joint business from the start.
Okay, this is Finland. This is Sweden.
Okay.
Okay.
The border is marked with a sign. Adults can have fun here. The ball goes back and forth across the border.
So it's about 1 hour and 10 seconds if you compare to the time difference.
If the ball is hit far, it goes over the border. A ball that was just hit arrives an hour later. You can't play golf jumping back and forth in time anywhere else. If you want to go on a time machine, this is the place. Downtown is no exception. Everything is shared, but they have 2 flags and 2 mailboxes. Government buildings are also shared. The officials of each country go about their business with a wall between them. You would think there would be disputes between the foreign countries. Is everything really okay?
They don't bother about the border, of course. It's so interesting, so free border. You can just go to Sweden here, no problems. And
many tourists come here from Sweden and they don't even know that they're in Finland because they don't see the border.
Historically, the 2 countries have had a rough relationship. But despite politics, this place has always been filled with amiable relationships.
Make this decision to build these towns together, and it's enough. We can. The future shows how long does it take.
And the 2 cities will grow together with shops, offices, schools, and be one unit together.
This is a peaceful place, more so than a unique place. Let's head to another one-of-a-kind spot. We take a boat to Turku. Turku is in southwest Finland and boasts another distinct location. We go into this ancient-looking building. An old organ comes into view. What a nice sound! It's nice to hear a Korean song in a foreign country. Shall we take a closer look? This is an old school. After it closed, it became a cafe. The history room is now a hall where customers can have a drink. This is how the classroom changed. But the books are still in the bookcases, and customers can read them as if they were in a library. The school kept one other thing. It's the school bell. A man gets up when he hears the bell. The bell now tells people that new drinks are ready.
It's a good place. It's pretty nice to be in school in the days and then come to school and drink a couple of beers at night or in the evening.
It's fun to have a drink in a classroom while reminiscing about school. That's why the graduates continue to come here. Awards received by the students still hang on the wall and bring back many memories. The school might be gone, but the memories remain. There is another place with memories. It's the Toilet Cafe, and it's filled with cozy items. This mug is a small toilet, a chamber pot.
That's Finnish Koskenkorva, of course, with some special things, and then we put this close piece that gives the last drop.
Is it really a chamber pot?
It's not only for children, it's only adults too.
This was a public bathroom 100 years ago. They turned it into a cafe. Many homes didn't have bathrooms 100 years ago, so people used public bathrooms. Now that homes have bathrooms, they have turned the space into a cafe to preserve it. All the items here are toilets.
Give us a coin, so we put it here, and
it sure sounds real. The bathroom is likely special. When you open the door, music is played. Why did you think of this?
We have got a lot of old things here because I think every people in Finland and also in Korea, every people is going to toilet. It's very common, isn't it?
Yeah.
There was opposition at first, but it's a notable spot now. The village people have gatherings here in the evening now.
Remember, I'm a young boy. I'm at home in this.
And this is one very special kind of restaurant. The people like to come and.
Unique places created as a result of free thinking. They're even better because the people there are warm. So, how about going to Finland? People think there is only one color in Africa, but there are a variety of hues. Discover the fancy colors of Africa. From penguins to the Ndebele people, let's journey to colorful Africa. The Republic of South Africa is the pearl of the continent. Beaches in Cape Town have beautiful waves. There is something that represents Africa here. Do you know what it is? Sir, do you know what it is?
Ice cream, cold drink. Well, okay, sometimes perhaps, but all along season time, like now, good business.
What are you doing? Is that a metal detector?
It's not often you get a note.
It's been beeping for a while. Is there a bomb? What are you looking for?
I'm metal detecting, looking for money and things like that. Uzi.
Oh, how? How do you find?
You makes a noise. Now when I go over it, it's going to make a noise both ways.
Oh, you're looking for coins. Are there that many here? First, detect the coins and then just sift the sand, like this.
Just check it. And there you find the coin inside.
Wow.
And you could also find rings, of course, but it's mainly always coins. All right.
Let's continue on to what we came for. We arrive at a beach near Cape Town. Walk down a bit and you can see them. They are penguins.
People think of Africa, they think of the giraffes and the lions and things, so you don't think of penguins. Yeah. Yeah.
This beach at the Cape of Good Hope is where the penguins live. It is a famous tourist site. The coexistence of penguins and people is a natural sight. Don't think penguins are slow. They might be slow on land, but they're quick in the water. They can swim at 4 to 12 miles an hour. They can't fly, but they can move their wings freely in the water. I fly in the water! More people come to visit after hearing about the penguins. Penguins and people together, but it's dangerous to attract the penguins. They will attack when they feel threatened. Curious children are interested in the penguins. They want to touch the shiny creatures. This girl watches them walk upstairs. Then she imitates them.
Auntie, that one was for that one. Do you like penguin? They're nice. Why? They're nice and colorful.
The children love these birds in tuxedos. They even walk like the penguins. African penguins are a pleasure to watch. Don't I look like a penguin? Their coexistence isn't always safe.
Okay.
The penguins breed and lay eggs here. Sometimes people can be threatening.
So we buy the chemicals to help and then to clean them. Without those donations, we will be struggle. But
environmental pollution and too many tourists can cause the penguins stress and problems with breeding. They are continuing to decrease in number.
This is the penguin as a statue, because now we look like a foundation for when they're sick or when they're injured, and then all the donation the people put it here. They put it for look after them when they're getting sick.
Yes.
Now let's head inland. There aren't any seats on the truck, but people enjoy the ride. We pass through dust and cows to a village. Colorful houses attract your attention at the entrance. They are full of natural colors. The geometrical designs resemble works of art. What are all these? They are colorful craftworks. Did you make these? They look like artists at work. The Ndebele are famous for quirky designs and colors. This can be seen around the village. Even an accessory looks special.
shop. India's shop. No, India's shop. Yeah.
The director must really want it. She asks if they'll trade it for her jacket.
Ndebele woman, I'm not t-shirt.
Why?
I stay here, so. And
here.
Only here.
Show us some of your work. The shy artist picks up a brush and begins to paint. The women look serious. They paint away without even making a sketch. They're really good. It is also their custom to paint inside the house as well. This has to be the best wallpaper. Doesn't it look nice? We head off to meet the top artist. She shows us the homes of the village. Oh, there are huts too. The people began to paint houses about 400 years ago. Before then, they lived in these huts.
The Ndebele started painting so that they could recognize each other by the paintings.
They first say hello. It's an honor to meet the greatest artist. Everything turns into art in Esther Malangu's hands. She's the top artist, but her daily life consists of farming. After working on her farm, she changes her clothes. She looks like a different person in this fancy attire. There is something she wants to show us. Is that you? You look great. She's famous. Everyone knows her in Africa. She has held exhibits and even created a design for a famous car company. This is her design.
Yes, that's BMW. Somebody wants BMW. I'm told me I must painting BMW of the pictures.
Her art car was sold as a limited edition piece and was very popular. Since then, she has held exhibits all around the world. A few years ago, she quit and returned home. She suddenly makes a strange sound, and chickens come running when they hear. What are they going to do with them? She got them to come, but they won't be caught easily. She chases them around. The village children help her. They try to trap the chicken, but it's not easy. Even the dog helps out. After a while, they catch one. She chased the chicken for its feathers. She pulls a few out that seem useful. Then she lets the chicken go. Poor thing. Esther is going to make brushes for the children. She is teaching the children her skills and insists on traditional ways. The children come and learn for a couple of hours every day. She wants them to learn well and is meticulous about teaching them.
Nangifuna ukuqhubeka naso isikhethu sangifuna ukuthi sengahle. Mina ukugwala ngiyakuthanda. Ngithanda nesikhethu.
Esther is happy that the children are passionate.
Ngibafundisela ukuthi isikhetho sisingafi ngombanyana nje abantwana abana abangafunda isikhabo abazukwazi ukuthi bavelaphi bayaphi.
She even teaches them a tribal dance. She believes it is her duty to pass on what she once learned from her ancestors. She says she is just the vehicle in a long chain and that her philosophy will live on. There are many colors in Africa. From the beach to the inlands, people here are passionate about colors. Africa's smooth and beautiful colors make the country lovely.